After Elon Musk sealed the $44 billion deal to buy Twitter earlier this week, users on the platform have been seeing swings in their following accounts. So the flood of prominent users with that little blue check mark have come forward claiming that they've lost thousands of followers overnight. However, a number of conservative and right-wing accounts actually gained followers. According to the social media analytics tracker Social Blade, conservatives like Ted Cruz and Laura Ingraham gained followers. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Georgia congresswoman whose personal Twitter account was suspended, even saw her official government Twitter account gain over 41,000 new followers last night alone. So joining me now to talk more about why this is happening is social media and financial analyst Kevin Paffrath. Kevin, what's up with the brown hair, buddy?
I know. I got to bring the green and pink back. What is this?
Yeah, really. We're seeing lots of green from Elon Musk these days. So, I mean, you're the expert. You know better than anybody. I've seen you manage I follow you on Instagram, but I mean, you truly have your thumb on the pulse of social media. So what do you make of these moves on Twitter?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are two things that could be going on here. First, it does seem odd that certain Democrats like Kamala Harris and AOC, who usually gain followers every day, are losing followers, right? And super vocal Republicans are all of a sudden gaining a lot more followers than usual. Really weird. So there are two potential explanations. One, it could be organic. It could mean that further left Democrats who are very vocal, supportive, progressives of people like AOC are bailing out of the platform, deleting their accounts. In other words, just leaving. So we see those losses. At the same time, Republicans are getting a lot of attention since Republicans are cheering the return of free speech and potentially even Donald Trump to Twitter. So you could see a surge of new Republicans or even old Republicans coming back, following the new vocal voices like Ron DeSantis after the woke Disney drama that made him trending almost daily for about a week. Now, the second is a little bit more sinister. This is the potential suggested by the New York Post today, and that's that Twitter just straight up hates Republicans so much that they've had these long-lasting downvoting algorithm blocks against these Republicans. And now, because Elon Musk is coming in, they're quickly removing them to prevent getting exposed when Elon comes in. So maybe it's one, maybe it's two, maybe it's a combination of both.
Wow, that is a pretty interesting insight for you right there. What do you think is going to happen to Twitter? Because I know it takes 6 months, but we're already seeing some waves. I even saw that Twitter, they locked down any changes that they can make to the platform because they were worried about some employees maybe doing something or changing something because they were upset about the Elon Musk idea.
Oh, it's super possible. I mean, there are people in tears. The New York Times was doing private interviews, unnamed interviews with Twitter employees. Some of them are asking for alcohol at work now. Some of them just want to quit. Some of them are just crying over the fact that Elon's coming. And some seem to cheer it. So you've got this really weird dichotomy at Twitter. And yeah, the last thing they want is one person going rogue, doing something crazy on the platform, reducing the value of the company because something breaks and millions of people leave the platform, for example. That would be bad for the deal and shareholders. But I do think what you asked is really wise, and that is, what's the future, right? And the future is Elon's coming. We're going to get transparent algorithms. And no matter whether the New York Post is right or whether it's organic, the future should be much more transparent for everyone and a future to look forward to. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that a good thing? And I mean, look at the guy we're talking about. He's got the Midas touch. So if I were an employee under his, I'd at least be pretty confident those checks were going to clear.
Absolutely. And look, there's always going to be vocal opposition. We just had a nonprofit that just hates wealthy, rich white guys come out and demand that the FTC and FCC shut down this Twitter deal, to which the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, has already responded and said, this is ridiculous. We're not even going to respond to these absurd arguments. We're not going to intervene and shut this deal down. This is a good thing.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen as far as the shareholders on Twitter and, for that matter, Elon Musk's company? Because there's been a little shimmy and shaking this week.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. So it's entirely possible that, first of all, for Twitter, there's probably a 30% chance that the deal falls apart. And if the deal falls apart, the stock's going back to like $35, $36, which is a real downside risk. That could happen. A move from the Biden administration or Department of Justice, anyone, antitrust litigation could freeze this deal, would be really bad. In terms of Tesla, I think there's a really good chance that Elon Musk started dumping shares 2 days ago on the 26th. We should know if that's true in about the next 3 hours. We will know if Elon has started selling shares on the 26th because he's mandated to disclose that to the SEC within 2 days. And they usually post that between 5 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. So I got my email up. I'm waiting for those alerts to see because I think he's dumping shares to finance his purchase of Twitter.
All right. I'll be following your Twitter and your IG and see what happens because like I said, you a lot of the times are my information network. So, Kevin, very good to see you tonight. Work on the hair. Come on. This is just way too normal for you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.